Hi guys, welcome to the third and last video of this small series of 1v1 games that I played with Cozy. And this time we'll be playing on the Neo Dark Side Forest. And we are still playing with the same races, so I am here in the bottom left corner of the map with the Green Fallen, and he's in the top right corner of the map with the Blue Empire. So let's see, if I remember correctly, I made some serious mistakes here in the build order in the opening. But we'll see. I don't know if there were lags or if I was reading something somewhere or just not focusing on the game in general, but I think I will totally mess up my hives or something. So yeah, we go for a reformer. Of course it's a little bit later because we need to build it really in the front, so like 10% later, but overall shouldn't give us that big of a delay. He's as always scouting really early with Peasant. Fortunately we spawned across the map, so at least we have some small advantage there. But he's also building here in the front, barracks and farm. And yeah, here I have a really late hive, or not really late, but I have late hive. Also I didn't even place my second hive there yet, so overall absolutely not optimal. I didn't even realize that I went for the reformer in the front on multiple control forms, so I made my second hive really late. The first hive was also kinda late. And now we were also forced to make the second summoner now. Also we delayed another harvester, so lots of mistakes here in the opener that just kinda delayed everything by multiple seconds, but if you take it all together, it's making the whole opener just way worse. He scouted me, he sees no expansion, double hive, which I don't think was really necessary. I should have just placed the expansion there. That would be another option, but I couldn't really decide what I wanted to go for. And here he is building a tower, also not building it behind the buildings, but kinda in the front, or at least at the same line as the other buildings, so it will be basically impossible for me to harass with spitters here. A really smart move. And as you can see, he's already accumulating gold. He still made one swordsman, but he's definitely saving up for expansion. And I think this was the major mistake, maybe not even necessarily the timing mistake on my buildings, but just the fact that I didn't go for expansion and went for some double hive. That was just useless. Yeah, and also incubator. This is no Dark Side Forest, this is Neo Dark Side Forest, so you can easily take an expansion here. And even though I got into his base, I will scout here. Maybe I delayed this expansion by a second, but I think I actually even saw this still. I will have expansion later than him, of course, because I will place it down later. We actually don't even have wood. Now we have, yeah, so I placed it down later. We also have slower build time, of course, so overall I will have the expansion by almost half a minute later. And since I'm playing Fallen, that is heavily dependent on macro, and also he built the tower here in a way that I can't even harass him. We have basically no tools to work with right now. I guess the best thing to do right now would be maybe to go immediately for another base as well. But since I don't have any wood, I would have to stop maybe gems gathering for a second. Or still maybe probably make like 2 spitters at least. I guess I should have maybe saved resources on not making incubator, don't get any gems for now, and just rather go for expansion quickly and try to catch up this way by making 3 bases really quickly. But since he's also getting kinda aggressive here with 2 swordsmen, we would have definitely big problems defending another base immediately. And he keeps producing more, getting blacksmith. Also he has already stone keep, so he can even get a phoenix soon if he wants to, or just quick priests. And of course here I have a tower, so he cannot push me here, even though he pulled me a little bit out. I'm still on unholy ground. Now we pull back to the tower. We force him away. This would be another moment where to maybe expand, because he found out that I'm completely unpushable. Now I also have 2 spitters, so yeah, maybe right now would be also a good time to make an expansion. But of course I don't have any gold, and I need to maintain double production of harvesters. Even though I maybe pre-made some harvesters here. Now we split them, there is only 3 remaining. And I need to maintain double production of harvesters while also idly making some spitters. But I knew about this front tower, so getting here, I knew that I cannot harass him. I just wanted to present him some threat, so he maybe stays more locked in his base. He's also going for towers immediately, once again reacting to things that he experienced against me in the previous games. In the first game we harassed him heavily with guards at one moment, so immediately he's preparing for that with towers. Also he saw late expansion from me, so he kinda knows that I'm probably going for some early tech up, or just mass units push. He also has 11th century, so I'm expecting Giant or Phoenix soon. He's trying to saturate this, but I'm definitely way better on doing that, so we still have some extra resources, we have way more population. He's now getting the temple. So yeah, I think it would be probably the best idea to just make the third base way sooner and just make some towers there. If we would have 2 lightning spires there, I don't think he would be able to push it. He would need catapults probably, and we wouldn't really let him do that, and if he would get them, it would take him lots of time, and by then we would have way more units. So once again, you just have to play macro as Fallen, and this is definitely not the way you should be doing this. I'm also getting the Valkycoon. Of course, guards still kinda lucrative option here, but since he has 3 towers, I don't know about this, of course. I know only about the front one. I basically won't be able to harass anything. The only thing you can harass here really is maybe the villagers here on the wood, maybe the blacksmith, and then maybe these barracks. You might be actually able to destroy the temple here from the side, or even this farm, but overall, since he has blacksmith, he will easily create some elf rangers. But as you can see, he's staying really long in his base, absolutely zero map presence from him. He's trying to get resurrection now before even making any priests, which is not a good idea. It's not the first player I see it from. You want to get early resurrection, but you always want to get some priests first, because without priests it's useless anyways, and also priests spawn with certain amount of mana, which is not maximum mana, so you want to have them already produced out in the open field, in the battlefield, as soon as possible, so they start generating the mana, because one resurrection without disciples is 150 mana, which is basically, of course, a lot from 200 mana pool. So you want to get as much mana as possible. For that you want to have the priests out as soon as possible. But as you can see, he's trying to catch up on the priests definitely really quickly. He's also getting precision archery once again before elf rangers. But this is not that big of a problem, of course, because elf rangers don't have any mana. Finally bringing some guards here, preparing for the third base slowly. But I think he will also do that, yeah. He's actually already building it, so once again he will actually make the third base before me. Here we found his gnome workshop. I saw the tower there, yeah, I can't do really much. And he immediately responds with production of some elven rangers. And he's also making his first catapult. Getting some upgrades here for damage, for melee units. And I haven't really scouted this. Actually, I should have brought the guards here and stopped this expansion. But I flew here before and didn't see it, and kinda didn't figure out that he would be making it now. And now when I scouted, it's too late because he has a phoenix here. So yeah, I should have probably stopped this. He really didn't have any units. It would be so easy for me to make the third base way sooner, but now I see he has an expansion. I don't even have wood to place mine here yet. And we are just falling behind. He also catched up on population. Making 2 nightmares. Now we have really good tech, that's good. Getting armor upgrade here as well, plus we have 1 damage upgrade. He's on 1-0 as well. But Archer's also 1-0. His expansion is on, let's say 60%, mine is on like 15. And here he found my expansion as well with the Phoenix. So it's basically even, we have same population, now I actually have more. I don't know what I queued up, there are lots of spitters everywhere. Getting mana depletion of course, and I wanted to time push this, unfortunately he has the catapults there, plus also lots of priests, plus the resurrection, and also lots of units, so... and there is also tower that I needed to focus, so it was a bit of a problem. I got on 1 catapult, killed it really quickly. Now I'm focusing down the units one by one idly, but the problem is that he has the resurrection of course, so I can't do literally anything. I didn't have the matriarchs here yet to mana deplete him. Maybe I could have waited and make like 5 matriarchs, mana deplete him, and maybe I would win the fight, but since there are the towers, I kinda needed to push already. And as you can see, he just totally destroyed me, so now he has like 20 population advantage. He has the expansion already that I don't even have yet. And even though I have more resources, that won't be even enough to catch up with the population difference. And he already actually has Obsidian Tower, getting Decree now, and from 3 bases he can easily produce mages. He's actually starting to spam lots of pikemen now, while having all the elf rangers as well. I decided to make 2 more hives, finally getting to 5. I could have potentially make a 4th base now as well. But it will be really risky, of course, because I know that he has catapults, so towers are kinda useless now. And I don't really know what would actually help here. I guess I was trying to go for mass matriarchs as usually, which is usually a good answer to human. But since he's also introducing the mages soon, also getting disciples, I think I should have maybe made some early void walkers. Actually think that soon we'll see that it could have helped. So I'm preparing for the 4th base. That doesn't mean that he can't get a 4th base, of course he can as well. Population we kinda catched up, but I have lots of gems still, but he has definitely more gold. We have a 3rd Vengeance Hall, getting more and more damage upgrades. We have 1 for now. And 1 for Stingers and Spitters. Getting Grasp now actually, kinda late. And he's on 1-1 as well, and 1-0 on Elf Rangers. Getting actually 2-0 for the ranged units. And now he started mass producing mages, while still making more and more pikemen. He has also 2 towers here, getting another barracks. These ones even getting 2 advanced barracks, and he's also making another base. I don't think I will actually even scout this whole base during the whole game, because I don't remember this one. So also kinda poor scouting from me, but I can't defeat this army anyways, yeah. Even though I'm 4 population ahead, my army isn't weak, but still is kinda weaker than this. I'm setting up towers here as well. Once again, first before the base. Which might not have been necessary, to be honest. He also has a tower here. I didn't even have a seeker to scout it. Now I'm making a seeker, but I'm not sure if I will actually utilize it to get the tower, because he will attack soon probably. I was also going for Avengers now and Hall of Whispers finally. He's now 9 population ahead. But yeah, we are both over 150, so this is already late game, and this is where Empire shines, so that is a problem when we are on the same amount of bases that he is actually ahead in terms of macro. But I can see the mistakes. I didn't see them during the game, I just felt like I was behind, but of course the major mistake was not getting the first expansion there immediately. And even after that there was still a chance to get the 3rd base there really quickly, and I still could have catched up or gain a macro advantage. And even now, when I am definitely already behind, I still think there was a chance if I already had Void Walkers here, or to anti-magic everything, but I was just heavily relying on the Matriarchs to mana deplete all the mages, but he just totally destroyed me here with Decrease, and there is just absolutely no way. He just one-shotted 1/3 of my army. Anything that dies he just immediately resurrects, even though he doesn't have that many priests. And also I'm getting some necromancy here. Now I try to bring 1 Matriarch in the front to mana deplete him a little bit, and I knew that he casted lots of Decrease now, plus I had the mana depletion, but as you can see he still can cast like 4 more Decrease there, which will one-shot my whole army, so... Yeah, I think if I had Void Walkers here ready, maybe the fight could work, but his army is kinda mobile, except the catapults. Which he doesn't even really need, to be honest. Those are just an addition to deal with towers and harass my Matriarchs. But if you would fight on 1 place, I guess it could work, but he would probably just pull back now and it wouldn't really help me anymore anyways. I just feel like when you get to late game against Empire, I have some insane mana depletions on him now. Really got rid of all his mages basically, so that was really good. The problem is that I can't really get to his priests, and now he'll probably just resurrect everything, even though I'm getting lots of necromancy there as well. He just walked through my front line, and now we can get with all these high damage pikemen on my back line. And we are 60 population behind, we are basically on same resources. I'm finally getting some Void Walkers here. He also got some upgrades, I also have some, yeah, I left some units behind, but probably wouldn't help us much. He just don't really have damage to deal with this, yeah, he's on full population. He got the 4th base here working really quickly. This base is not working at all, of course. So I feel like when you get to late game with Empire, if you don't have the macro advantage, you will just fall behind, and when he's on full population, there is no way of getting any more units than him, unless you copy his race. So then it's basically GG. But yeah, now we already have Void Walkers, we have Avengers, I'm also getting some new Stingers again. Trying to utilize the extra gold I have. We are even struggling with wood actually. Kinda miss this decrease. But of course with Disciples he has so much mana that doesn't really matter that much for him. Even though he's not really creating new mages, kinda a mistake from him. But he still managed to one-shot half of my Stingers here again. Now he's starting to harass me with catapults. I bring my Avengers. But since he also has freeze healing and everything, not really enough, so I have to push with my whole army, and now he's going for it. I cast the anti-magic there, but he already has too many units, yeah. And the pikemans really have high damage. It doesn't seem maybe that effective at first, but adding so many pikemen into your army is actually highly effective. Plus of course all the Elf Rangers here with maximum damage upgrades, and also fire arrows, then all the resurrections, and he completely walked through me at full population still. I was on 88. Even though I was actually getting another base here already, he was getting 2 new ones, so even on macro he was still winning, and eventually he just finished me. So yeah, as I said, it was the last game from this small series of 3 games I played with Cozy. It ended up 2-1, so still in favor for me, but he managed to win this last one. I can definitely see the mistakes there that we could have improved on, but definitely really well played. He played it really nicely. And managed to even maintain the macro advantage there while also having a very stronger army overall. And yeah, in terms of kills you can see it here, he had basically double. Even though he actually still produced a little bit more units, but yeah, he had way more experience as well, larger army, more researches as well, and also more resources. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one, so take care guys.